We've got Oracless and Void Spirit versus Beastmaster Tuska.
Yeah, first picking the Oracle and then follow up with the Beastmaster, even though, you could argue that's somewhat of a counter.
It's interesting to me that Tusk gets picked this early on in the draft. I view him kind of like Rubik in the sense that he just is really good against a select set of heroes, like ones that rely on their bulk tankiness in the early to mid game to survive ganks. And if you get roamed on by a Tusk with tag team, you're just going to die. And so usually I would think you'd want to pick him against one hero that he's good against, because if you pick Tusk this early, then you just get 3 cores like Void Spirit that don't die to you. Like, that's my idea, at least. So I'm curious to see, because I think Schofield is like one of the best Tusk players in the entire world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious to see how he makes it work when I'm expecting him to have no easy plays.
Oracle can dispel tag team, right?
No, you cannot.
No.
You cannot.
You actually cannot, yeah.
So it's undispellable
Yes.
tag
Yeah.
team.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Speaking
It is kind of random. You'd think it would be.
Yeah.
Speaking of support players on Beast Coast, they actually have the full roster today. Instead of having Moose, their coach, standing in, they have Stinger, and he's actually drafting. So
Oh,
this
he's
is
back.
Yeah, so this is a, well, I think when you get top 6 or whatever in a TI with
Eighth.
Okay, well, top 8.
Still good, amazingly.
Yeah,
still
of
very
course.
good. That wasn't a flame.
Quite good, but not quite good enough
Not
for
good
top
enough for
6.
BSJ.
Yeah, not
but
quite good enough
no.
to get top 6.
No,
yeah.
no.
I mean, to be fair, I think they lost a secret
Yeah,
to get out in 8th.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, Team Secret is like Chicken Little, and then Beast Coast is
If you
Big Battle
Jenkins
Bear.
is
what's the bear one?
Brother Bear, damn
Brother
it.
Bear, Battle Bear.
I
whatever.
enjoyed that
Battle
movie.
Bears.
The funny thing is, if that had been later in the list, I would have put it lower because so many of those other movies were so good. I'm like, I remember enjoying Brother Bear.
He's very passionate about
But
Brother
then I
Bear.
see these other ones. I'm like, okay, never mind. All these movies are actually just better.
Can I say you
I
take
hate you.
you take literally every bait to go to? It's like, well, let me
That's
tell you
true.
about Brother Bear for a second here.
You know
Although
what?
you said Battle Bears, which does sound like a cool movie.
sounds pretty
I
cool,
would
yeah.
watch a movie if it was called Battle Bears.
I don't think Disney would come
I
out
know
with
you-
that.
I know
though.
you would.
All right, well, we're into the second round. We said Sven
Sven
into
Omni.
Omni Knight and Chen on the other side.
4 melee strength heroes.
This is a nice.
Is this
NA
a
draft
Timbersaw
right
draft,
they
perhaps?
banned-
now. No, look,
banned
they
Timbers.
banned. They
Oh,
calculated this.
They knew it was going. All right.
I mean, I feel like Necrophos is pretty solid if there wasn't this
Dude,
purging Sven.
Yeah, I was about to say, against Sven, do not pick Necrophos, man.
PA?
But
It's a very peculiar pick to me to go PA here. You're against a lot of heroes that aren't going to die to you in like the first 20 minutes of the game.
yeah, Omni already kind of destroys PA.
Well, to be fair, it's probably a 5 Omni based on the order.
Sure,
of
and that
picks,
matchup's like, who
and
cares?
you might
if you're
just die. Like on
Sure.
Omni, you might just get 2-shotted later. Like the Guardian Angel is really only good if Omni has like Greaves and a Solar, so he's not dying.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he'll just
I
go, like,
don't know
Ghost
if you
up
guys know this. I exclusively play melee heroes. Okay? And there's a few heroes that are really annoying to play against. I'm not saying they necessarily work here. Do you guys have something in mind when you're a melee hero? I do not want to see this hero. Because
I'm thinking-
Venomancer is number 1 on my
Well,
list,
Omni
probably.
Knight's up there for me.
Okay, well, that's already been picked, though.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
And he's on their team.
Tide Hunter is like they're asking
Okay.
to get tided, and they're asking to get Necroed. Other than the fact that Sven is pretty good against Necro,
They're not asking to get Necro.
they're definitely asking to get Necro. That's such a carry-centric mindset.
Dude,
you can
Necro
get a
sucks.
Blink Dagger by the time Sven gets his Aghanim Scepter. Necro has a 56% win rate in pro level
Wait,
pubs.
you don't like Necro now? Is this the new Bloodseeker for you?
No, I actually love Necro as a hero. Just right now, he's just not good enough. I actually don't have anything else to say.
Oh, Monkey King would have been technically a really good melee carry for them if they wanted to go against, before the PA pick, obviously. Although we haven't been seeing him mid as well.
I feel like Tide. They're just gonna Thunder Predator. They're gonna like 4-man with some Tide Ravage, get some early towers between the Ravage and the Chen, and then they have Anchor Smash. He's gonna win any lane.
Not a big fan of these beefy strength heroes against Tusk, man. You kind of just die. You think you're strong, and then you just die. Everyone hits for an extra 100 damage. That's why they've picked PA Void Spirit.
No, they banned the Tide. Yeah.
See, they wouldn't have picked Tide.
Yes. All right.
Like, I'd rather you be like a Pangolier or something. Something that is tanky but mobile.
So this is where
Sand King, not bad either.
Sand King works.
Okay.
Sand King, I actually
Sand
love
King's good.
Sand King against Tusk. I love that matchup because not only
He
can
can't
you get
ever kill
away
you.
from him, but if he snowballs his teammate, easy alley-oop for that burrow strike.
Yeah, yeah. Double burrow every time. I don't think Omni Sven will do much against
I would actually
Sand
love
King
a
in
Sand
lane.
King pick. That is your best suggestion of the entire tournament.
I hate you.
That was a compliment.
It's
Wow, I said that one.
Okay.
I actually like Sand King way better, but Pegalier works for me.
some melee Punisher.
Melee, tanky, doesn't die to Tusk.
Yeah, they needed some like fighter too. Like I don't think the like.
Or they could have just picked Tide like Jenkins would have and fed 9 times.
No, they banned it. They because it's the best pick. Beast Coast TI level team. They know.
That's true.
You know, hit me up, Moose. I can help you with some drafting tips.
Don't do that.
Well, he
Moose.
doesn't need it actually.
Oh,
'Cause he,
yeah, Beast Coast has a minute and a half still, so they got plenty of time. So are we? Is this going to be a ranged hero?
Never.
yes.
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Starts out almost melee, but grows over time.
To be fair, they have literally no stuns on Thunder Predator.
There's very little to deal with the TA refraction.
I
For
think
sure.
that's why Sand King was better here.
And
Like-
I think he can. I think we always get concerned when there's like 2 of these farming heroes, like Sven TA, Morphling, Sven, whatever. But the lane looks really good. Like Void Spirit does not do well against TA at all. That's a counter lane.
They have Pango PA cores, so I think they actually can't punish the window that TA and Sven both need to hit creeps.
Pick a team.
I'm going Beast Coast.
Beast Coast.
Beast Coast all the way, according to our amazing analysts. We're going to find out if that's true after this very short break.
So it's a risk that you're taking.
Or they
It's a-
could just change it to be literally Underlords. You get these tokens.
I think that
it's like
went really-
it's a literal
well.
slot machine in the game. More RNG, which people love, by
Yeah,
the way.
people love
People,
gambling.
they say they hate it, but they do love it indeed.
Yes.
It's a dopamine trickle.
Big shout out to Pop Tart, by the way. We're going to be asking a lot of him today.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things planned.
We need
can we look-
numerous Roches to be spawned.
Yeah, can we
please.
look at Roshan, please, just to make sure that he is available for the
Okay,
taking?
there
Okay,
he is.
Aegis looks to be in his inventory right now, so good start to the game. Thank you, Pop Tart, as the observer. As Chris Luck claps.
Yeah, that is a perfect clap there.
All right, so both of you picked Beast Coast this game. Is that mostly lineup? Is it only because of the team itself? Is it both?
A little bit of both.
Mix of both for me. I see Chris Luck on TA when it's a really strong TA game. I think it's a decent Sven game as well. Whenever these two are on their like kind of semi carry with Hector on like a hard carry, and the game looks good, they just usually slaughter.
They're like one of the few teams that just has like 2 carry players somehow.
And then it somehow works.
And it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember one of their TI wins was Chris Luck on Slark mid.
Yep.
And I was just like, this should never work. But like, the way they play, like Chris Luck plays these farming heroes, but he is just nuts.
He
in
farms
like a good way.
He farms like crazy farm. Actually, in the game where he was SF, I saw him walk up some high ground. Oh, Schofield.
Is this the new thing? I've seen 2 Tusks in a row go shards.
Yeah, I've seen this.
We saw it when he locked him in the trees, and it didn't result in a kill because nobody does any damage.
I do suppose with 2 melee heroes in the lane, it's not like you're going to get that much efficiency out of that.
Yeah. It's
Every
light
team
stance.
has this sunken emblem. Is it like not that rare?
Which one?
The golden one under TA. Or PA,
Wow.
sorry.
Oh, PA.
Yeah, this thing. The
No,
golden
it's
thing.
definitely rare. That thing's worth like $2,000.
Every team has, every match we've cast has one.
So MNZ is clearly like making some stream bucks or something. Because that
Or-
thing's expensive.
Yeah.
You know, if you get that on Arc Warden, you straight up cannot tell the difference between the clone and the main hero.
Intended.
That's
Beca-
actually why RTZ might win TI-10.
It's possible.
Because he definitely has it.
Of course, he doesn't really have a team right now, but I guess that's another story. They released Ramses today, actually, was the news.
I saw
You
Wait,
guys
that
saw
was
that.
today?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought it
the
was like I thought it was kind of like tentatively already done.
yeah,
I think with COVID,
I think
everybody
officially
expected
it was today, but yeah, it was kind of
It turns out that the organizations have no desire to pay players that can't physically play for them.
yep. It's truly unfortunate. As Stinger taking some heavy damage, but he is an Omni Knight, so he will live through the day.
What a boring hero.
It's pretty boring.
If like, people have asked me, and they always think I'm gonna say like Techies or Viper, but they say like, what hero would you want removed from Dota? Omni Knight's like top 5 for sure.
Well, what if they, as we're going to see a lot of damage being done to Schofield, MNZ, Stifling Dagger won't be enough as the wand keeps him alive a little bit longer. Actually, Schofield will barely live through the day. Void Spirit taking heavy damage in mid as well. Did you know Omni Knight used to be the best mid in the game in Dota 1? Can you believe it?
I mean, he's a strong laner.
He was crazy good.
I believe that.
You get S and Y. Of course, there weren't as many items back in the day, but S and Y was like the item to get on everybody at the time. Matthew getting a nice snipe of the courier.
Oh, I just realized they're doing a 4 Oracle. Very strange. You don't see this too often. Doesn't really have any way.
Only
of
time I've seen
farm.
that really work is Yapsor. I know he did that.
How
I
did
saw
he,
it was
how did
at
he
Open
farm?
League, I think.
Just steal kills? Is that
Dude,
it?
Yapsor was straight up like 8-0 and 10 or something on 4-position Oracle.
I mean, he's a good nuker. It's like a Skywrath, I
feel like
suppose.
Yapsor could play literally anything and still get a bunch of kills anyway.
I specifically got the privilege of playing an EU pub with Miracle playing. He was spamming position 4 while we were there, and he played 4-position Oracle. And I'm like, how the hell is he's like a bronze tier Oracle? And I'm
Really?
like, how the hell is this guy so good at Oracle? He's played it like 4 times probably. He owned. I like got carried by my 4 position that game.
I think Miracle's actually AI. I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
he's
real,
actually
real
just
guy.
not real. It's fine.
It's just Elon Musk AI right there.
It was one of those where, like, if he wasn't rank 8 or whatever, and I didn't know who he was, and I had a bronze tier Oracle 4 position,
You'd
I would
mauled.
I'd be maulding.
Yeah. I agree. Pango Oracle lane. That does not seem like the strongest
Yeah, Pango's doing
possible duo. Yeah, I mean he's doing fine for sure. I mean he's got Sven Omni is not particularly strong at laning either.
fine. That was the nice thing about Pango compared to a hero like Sand King is usually Pango, he's just too weak in lane to make him viable, and that's his like crutch. But when you see Sven Omni, like you said, like you're not scared of getting bullied out of lane or shut down as an off laner.
A lot more options.
And Sacred also is platinum tier Pango player.
This is true.
Is he really?
Yeah, look at it up there. My question would be, in all seriousness, do you share the sentiment, Jenkins, that when somebody comes out and spams the shit out of a hero and wins games, that it makes other people play the hero a lot more?
Yes.
I believe there are way more Pango players in NA because of Lukey Lukey.
That's definitely true.
I think that's accurate. You think somebody... Okay, we'll hold that thought.
Yeah, Snowball going to keep Schofield alive
He's
a
getting
little
body
bit
blocked.
longer, but yeah, the entire
Those
creep
damn
wave
creeps.
is
I
just
kn-
combining with him.
I know at least 10 people who have like 30 plus Pango games simply because they picked it first.
To block
to
from
block
Lukey.
pick it,
Yes, that happens
It is
a lot.
it forces you to learn how to play the hero because that's the only thing you can do when he doesn't get banned.
I mean, Pango is one of the most fun heroes in the game, so I really don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm saying it's like such a hilarious phenomenon.
We did have a lot of Pango spammers though when it came out, like more than the other regions.
There
for
was
some
like a
reason.
solid 4-month period or so where I didn't see a single Pango in any of my games. Like
Yeah,
when it came out, it was like mediocre. Then they buffed the shit out of it, and then they gave it the silence disarm, and it was really good. And then nobody played it after that. Remember that? There was that period
It's
of
like
time.
Monster and Lukey. Those
Yeah,
are the
that was
two.
it. And then suddenly now I look at these like Dota Plus levels, and there are so many
There's tons of 25
platinum and
Pangos.
master tier Pangos in NA.
What's the most common master tier hero? Would it be Techies, do you think? Or
I
Pudge?
actually
Pudge?
think in NA it might be Pangolier.
In NA, it's probably
No.
Pango.
I have seen.
Well,
I'm
no
talking
way.
in our pubs. Like, not. Are you talking like across all levels?
I think they're both interesting questions. like,
Techies would be up there for sure because if you're either
You're a
you either live by,
specialist.
yeah, you live or
Yeah,
die
yeah.
by the Techies.
Yeah, I agree with that. Usually die.
usually.
Heroes like Phoenix, I would say, are very high up there. A lot of Phoenix level 25 people.
For some reason.
Well, it's just a hero that I think is really high skill cap. The higher skill
I
cap a
would
hero is.
maybe Pudge is going to be up there as well.
Yeah, Pudge too.
Although not as popular anymore.
That's
I mean,
not exactly
so
a
bad.
skill
He's-
cap thing. That's a I don't give a shit about my team kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that attitude.
which is
I
fine.
can't argue with that. I can't argue.
So mid lane, PA versus the Void Spirit. We don't really talk about this matchup, but looks like it's about a wash. Very even in net worth.
I thought TA would do better.
Has a slight level advantage, it looks like.
He is up by 300 net worth, but I was under the impression that Void Spirit would really struggle in this, but it kind of seems like Chris Luck's approach is to just not give a shit about the Void Spirit and play for his own game. Which is fine. Like, TA is one of the fastest accelerators in the entire game of Dota 2.
God, that swash effect is crazy. It's so blatantly obviously different than the original.
You talking about the poison, like green one?
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah. Looks like MNZ is going to start to right-click Schofield a bit, and looks like he will find the kill eventually, but the snowball is going to delay things back into PA. Oh, actually, no. Not able to finish him off.
I think he kills him with
MJZ.
axes.
Whisper?
Yeah, he just needs to
Oh, he's got
attempt to
level
run
2
away.
axes. I like
Yeah,
that.
The axes
because
are back
he's against
up.
Chen, so.
Oh, that makes it a little bit more
Schofield.
difficult.
Wait, why does Chen make you go axes?
Hmm.
Oh,
Because
he
he takes
convert
the board. Yeah,
good.
this is actually an insanely hard lane for them with like a regular beast build. PA has dodge. Chen
Actually,
takes
we'll
the
just
board.
TP back.
I, for some reason, didn't even think about that right now. Too distracted by Jenkins talking about pogo sticks.
Okay,
He hasn't brought that up in quite a while, actually.
Don't get me started.
MNZ brought back and very healthy. Unfortunately for him, the Chen will not be so lucky, but Void Spirit's here as well.
It's a nice rotation.
So they'll be able to find it 2 kills off the back of the Chen dying. So MNZ very happy about that rotation.
You can see what Beast Coast we're going for there, though. It's like they have this huge creep wave with the siege creep hitting the tower. So they're just trying to pressure them while this creep hits it.
It's actually a perfectly fine dive because
of the creep.
The catapult makes your time spent messing with them efficient, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you're effectively doing tower damage while you're diving people.
Yep.
Rolling Thunder, but TP support from Stingers here.
Ooh, nice dodge.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, is it the shoes? It is the shoes.
Very good juking from K1.
I think.
Breaking the ankles.
Oh yeah, I suppose they'd be playing on Brazil servers.
I don't actually know what they do
I
for
don't
this
know.
tournament
Yeah,
rules.
I'm not sure.
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart, change the server
US
for us,
East.
please.
US East. Thank you,
Really?
Pop-Tart.
Wow, that is actually pristine observer work right there.
Huh.
Yeah, usually
Pop-Tart's got it
tournaments
all
have like
handled.
a server you're required to play on rather than like, teams agreeing or whatever.
Oh, I think if both teams agree, they probably go for it. But
Well, no, I'm saying like a lot of tournaments, like
They force it?
if they even give you that option, they feel like people will like complain or whatever. So
I see. Yeah, I
I've
can see
heard
that.
that before at least. I remember it happened, I think, at ESL LA Online or something like that.
Somebody will always complain no matter what.
This is true.
That is a human thing.
So PA's very farmed. While you may say she's not #1 net worth, TA is expected to farm way faster than PA this early. So PA is one of those carries that with this level of net worth at this stage in the game, you are feeling very good.
Yeah, halfway to his Battle Fury, even more. As Omni Knight taken out in the top lane by Sacred on that Pango.
But also Pango having an incredible game.
Mid lane, rotation with the haste. Looks like they'll find another kill.
We were worried about them like punishing the TA Sven greed, but they're actually punishing it in the way that their greedy cores are getting really good starts.
This is true. Like they're not necessarily greedy for the game, but for like the lanes, they're greedy.
Yeah, they're very weak starts, right?
Yeah,
They don't usually have like level 8 on Pangolier at 10 minutes getting
PA
solo kills.
doesn't have this amount of farm. Like 0 farm accelerant hero having almost the same farm as a mid TA is pretty insane.
Oh,
Maybe not for long.
Looks like he'll be fine in the end. Actually gets a crit, and then here comes the Pango as well. And Beastmaster is taking every instance of damage. And that is going to be an easy kill from mostly distance. The Rolling Thunder will connect onto the Tusk, and he's completely outnumbered. Has already used his snowball. So Thunder Predator
is looking sick.
Yeah,
looking real good to start.
They're so active on their heroes.
They're actually just playing better, I think.
And they're defensively active because Chen isn't quite ready yet to run at the towers, I think. So soon, though, if they can get a catapult wave top.
Now, the TA does have Blink now. So look for them to be a little bit more active potentially.
Yeah, it's weird. I think Chris Luck, from my experience playing with him, he just buys a Blink to farm, which I don't think will necessarily work this game. I'm curious if he will adjust based on being in Pro Dota compared to pubs. Usually people's playstyle will transfer over, but I don't think he can afford to just hit creeps here.
Chris Luck is a special case, though. Like, he is...
Well, he jumps in mid. They're going to attempt to defend this tier 1 tower. They'll be successful, and then some as the punch sends Chen back to the fountain. 3 versus 2 now, but here comes Pango from the side. Sacred. Looks like that's going to be enough damage to take out both Omni Knight and Tusk. So Chris Luck on the run. Blink is up, so should be fine with the refraction.
Dude, that must have felt so good. The
Yeah.
double. I don't think I've ever seen that. The
They could potentially chase this. Going to hold him in place. Little cocky there from Chris Luck. That's going to cost him his life. And the tier 1 tower.
Not what you want for the blink reveal there, but yeah, really just set up perfectly for the 2 cores of Thunder Predator to wipe them in the river.
He blinked back after juking and then just went back to farming and then died.
Yeah, that's a Chris Luck special right there. I was just praising him. He is a very hit or miss player. He is.
If you met him, you'd also know why. Like you see it in his actual personality too.
I thought you were going to say you see it in his eyes. I'm like, what does that look like exactly?
No, it's like when you talk to him, you're just like, I don't know what to expect from this guy.
Some of these Beast Coast players are out of their mind. Like it's in a evil genius sort of way.
Very unpredictable.
Yes, they are like genius, but like with the genius comes some like crazy shit. That they
Right.
do.
Okay. So it's like Elon Musk.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah, they.
Not so
I'm
much
gonna touch that one.
Thunder Predator. I feel like Thunder Predator has a lot more reserved, consistent players.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew, Leo style.
I believe the Battle Fury is on its way. So
That is a 13-minute Battle Fury.
yeah.
Would you
not
say these
too
guys
shabby.
are fairly chill? Is that
And
Leo
the
style is
stacks.
interesting to me. I was actually gonna mention him earlier.
he's calmed down.
He has calmed down a
past
lot.
years.
He is still inconsistent in his performances. I feel like he's either like really in the groove and just owns the shit out of my games, or he kind of just feels useless.
All right, Rolling
And
Thunder.
this looks like the former.
Not going to do pretty much anything, attempting to defend this tier 1 tower. As we said, Battle Fury online for PA. Not sure if you watched the actually come into the fight, but the Chen's getting initiated on, but there's the false promise to keep him alive. See if he'll stay that way or not, as Tusk overextends a bit. This is past the tier 1 tower, mind you.
It's a full health Chen.
And here comes the Pango. Beautiful swashbuckle onto 2, and it just feels like Beast Coast have overstepped their bounds. They will get the tier 1 tower thanks to K1, who's not a part of this fight despite having his ultimate activated. Whisper's going to fall. So it's a 3 for nothing, and now the numbers are beyond repair.
Oh,
Thunder
Chris.
Predator
Oh,
just
no.
going to completely surround Chris Luck, who will find one. The Chen, who they originally went on, does end up dying a minute later.
Got him!
But it costs 4.
Don't know if that's worth the mid tower. I really don't know. Against a PA too, it's like, I mean, this lineup on Thunder Predator isn't really designed to take towers too quickly, other than the Chen. So I don't think if they're getting 4 kills and they lose their tower, it's like whatever.
What's your favorite type of pie, guys?
Pizza pie.
Cream?
Okay. I was just curious because we got ourselves a pie game here. 30 to 14.
Wow.
Don't get to see that very often.
That's very good. You really pay attention to the score a lot.
I do.
I don't think I look at it the whole game almost.
Can we get BTS HR on the line again? Is that possible?
Pop-Tart, can you confirm that this is indeed pie? He's struggling to figure out how to communicate with us. Okay, there. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chris Luck
There we
attempting
go.
to defend this tier 1 tower is going to get Yulesed into an Aether Remnant. Not sure there's going to be any follow-up, though. This could be a fake back, though. There are the numbers here.
I think PA has to die like twice before BKB for Beast Coast to have a chance here. Otherwise, this game gets real.
Oh,
Oh, here we
Ugly.
go.
Well, here might be one, but then again, they only have Tusk Omni.
yeah, and reinforcements are already on the way.
That's got me.
So
That's not.
For some reason in my mind, you see 2 supports. You're like, maybe they'll be
Okay,
able to
maybe
take
she'll
out
be able
this
to-
carry player
okay.
with a +1, and then it's like, no, one of those is an Omni Knight.
Okay, Schofield, I see what you're doing. Oh wait, no, I don't see actually.
Wait, is it? Am I missing something? Is Schofield not the Tusk player?
He's the Tusk player.
Yeah,
What are you
he's
talking-
bronze tier.
I don't know if he plays it that much in pubs. I never see Schofield. Dude, Schofield just picks any role in pubs and just plays
He
it.
really does. He's like top 10, just plays whatever the hell.
Yeah, 10K MMR player plays anything. That's always been so impressive. With
Probably
Schofield.
just luck.
Oh yes.
Chris Luck, perhaps?
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, that was a
okay.
Jenkins level joke
that
right there.
was honestly above his level. That's
Genius. Stroke of genius.
Wow.
That's what I have to say.
All right, smoke onto 2 here
okay,
for Thunder
Beastmaster
Predator.
might be in some trouble.
Yep, he will pop it. They will know. They will run directly into him. And a very easy kill. Actually uses both Astral Steps, but we'll find it. He'll be forced to use False promise as Stinger was in the vicinity, but not really able to do much as an Omni Knight, of course.
The boars. Those things would make a nice roast, am I right?
I mean, that is one that I will agree with. They are delicious.
Yeah. Poisonous boars, so delicious. You guys are insane.
We are insane. So 2K net worth lead here for Thunder Predators, 16-3. I mean, they're only up 2K with this kill lead. That is a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah, but PA's in this matchup, PA versus Sven, you're supposed to be behind on PA.
Yep.
So to have it be even remotely close is...
Up the high ground, Matthew. They're going to run directly into Beast Coast. They will surround... Oh, that was actually a really nice Ice Shards blocking off the Rolling Thunder. He's going to get a couple procs on the stun towards the Omni, but will roll out to safety. That did cost a BKB.
That is
on
peculiar
Sven.
that he went BKB with an Omni Knight. This is like a Mask of Madness Battle Fury on Sven.
Yeah, that is interesting.
On Void when you have ton of damage on your team. I saw him pop the BKB, and he did it to remove the disarm, but Omni actually removed the disarm for him. So it's kind of strange.
It is really just against the Pango that the BKB is effective. You don't
isn't Ags like really good here? Like, can't you just go Ags?
I think so.
I understand skipping Mask of Madness against PA, but like the Ags seems really powerful.
So I think he had queued up MKB next, and then Ags, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just feel like you could have skipped BKB for a long time.
Oh, he does have a point booster, so might actually go for Ags first.
Yeah. This BKB is peculiar, to say the least, to me.
Sven feels so bad getting an MKB, man.
I mean, you do have the Chen creeps.
I mean, against PA, you
How
have
annoying
to.
are the Chen
I know you
creeps?
have to, but it's like you. It's much nicer when you have some other hero that can deal with the PA, and then Sven just kills everybody else.
When you can avoid a stun from a Mud Golem, that is when you feel good about your decisions. Okay?
It's true.
Just remember that.
I can feel that, yeah.
The problem here is that they are all physical damage on Beast Coast. So when they're behind and the opponent has like item slots to fill, they're just going to keep tacking on armor, right? Like Chen's already got the mech. I'm sure Pangolier is going for something armor related. Medallion, there you go. What else?
Solar Crest.
Lotus, Solar.
Yeah, he's even got a value ring of protection on Pangolier.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's like, you don't have to itemize pipe or anything like that. It just feels good when the opponent's lineup is
100%
one-dimensional.
physical.
Yeah, it's just one-dimensional, right? And you're like, okay, just address that one dimension. We'll see Lotus Orb sooner or later, I'm sure, because you're against Sven Stun as well as the Beastmaster and the Tusk. Very good Lotus Orb game for the Radiant side.
That actually makes me think, though, like it's actually a pretty decent MKB game, is because of the fact that they're all physical already. So cut through that armor.
All right, we got the Aether Remnant. Oh, that was
Okay.
very nice by
that's it.
Stinger, helping out TA to get out of dodge, but she might be in a lot of trouble anyway. They lost the Beastmaster to start this fight. Now, poor Chris Luck completely surrounded, and that's a double kill for MNZ.
Yeah, this game doesn't even feel remotely even. Even though it's only 3K now after those two kills, I don't think Beast Coast has a... They had to kill PA, man. Like, PA is going to become... She's going to one-shot everybody. Like, she's actually going to kill everyone but maybe Sven, and Sven without an MKB doesn't kill her, so it's like... She doesn't... She's not afraid of anything.
And then even when Sven does get the MKB, if PA has a basher, you can still usually man-fight the Sven.
Yeah, she'll have an Abyssal or more by that point. She'll
Yep.
have, like, Abyssal plus, like, Scotty or something at that point.
Got it.
Or Satanic Abyssal. So she's going Basher, Satanic. Okay, I like that too.
Still has 2.5 minutes on the Aegis, so this is going to give up the Tier 2 top. They'll probably transition to another... I mean, they still have a Tier 1 actually standing bottom, which is a little bit surprising, but...
Thunder Predator has played really well this game. I am impressed.
Pop Dark, can we go ahead and check if Roshan is up? Thank you, just verifying that. Didn't accidentally spawn there.
All right.
We were checking to see if he used his hacks.
Yeah, Ice Frog did message us asking us to check on that type of stuff just in case their bugs
Experiencing bugs,
reappear. As the Penguin Ice Shards come out, punch onto PA, but she's perfectly healthy. Will turn her attention to Omni Knight, destroys him from behind. Sven pops a BKB. Looks like Sacred was stuck for a little bit of while, but still Rolling Thunder will keep him alive.
Supports are dead.
They do have two supports dead, like you said, but it's going to be trade for the Beastmaster and Omni Knight. Sven does get one more kill, but dies shortly after. TA now on the run. Aether Remnant keeps him in place. The crits are going to be too much for Chris Luck to survive.
I think I was a bit too biased this game. I thought Thunder Predator was like a clear rung or two below Beast Coast in caliber, but they are owning. They are actually owning.
It depends on the week. Like sometimes Thunder Predator looks just like the best team in SA. Period. But sometimes they don't.
This is the Frank kick. Sacred's owning.
Well,
Well, that's unfortunate.
big Frank fan here, but you know, Sacred, he's putting in work.
I thought Sacred was your favorite offlaner in NA.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about Sacred there, BSG?
Me too, man.
Sacred or Sammy Boy?
I was so confused what the hell was going on in my earphones, and then I actually need that boo line
Yeah, it's
from Void Spirit. That was creepy.
mortifying.
Yeah, that was actually creepy. Is that an all chat line or a team chat line?
I'm not sure.
That is a all chat line. Oh my god, I need that one.
Well, I think Leo Style is not too happy, though. Has the full Ags on the courier that just died, so it's going to have to wait a few minutes for that bad boy. But that'll give him the double silence. And for Resonant Pulse, I should say. Very, very strong Ags.
Against heroes like Omni Knight and Tusk who save their teammates, that is
Indeed.
a very good item.
It's also going for the late Spirit Vessel because he's against 4 Strength heroes and a TA who can take off the Refraction.
There's no way he finishes that.
Oh, he's actually going to jump in. You're seeing the Ags now on K1. Trying to keep PA at bay as the Omni Knight all comes through. The roar onto the Rolling Thunder Sacred, who actually gets False Promise, but despite being super healthy, Sven just easily cleaves down the Oracle. So that's 2 supports dead. One's going to buy back into the game. They do find TA for Beast Coast. And that is a very, very big kill, but K1 is continuing to do a lot of damage in this fight. PA starting to get extremely low as a result.
I think he took the
Oh
85%.
my
Starting to get a lot of
serious?
lifesteal now. Still healthy for now. And they're just going to turn this very easily towards Beast Coast. It's actually cost them a TA buyback.
What level 20 talent did PA take? Yeah, he did take the evasion.
Yeah, that kept him
They
alive
have
there.
0 answer for the evasion right now.
85% evasion.
Yeah, and then he's got the Vampire Fangs plus the Vlad's lifesteal. And then the Chen amplification too. Otherwise he dies there. Like all of that, he was 15% HP for that entire fight. No Aegis.
The thing about the 35% evasion is because it's the same ability, it stacks additively
Yeah, it's additive.
with your other ones. So you're actually removing 35% of the remaining 50%. So it's actually 70% evasion.
Pretty good.
What?
Like you're evading 70% more attacks because you go from only hitting them 15 out of 100 times rather than.
Yeah, but it's additive, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying because it's additive, it's effectively 70%
Yeah,
evasion from the 35%.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, compared to other sources.
Like
of
you would
evasion.
have to buy 3 butterflies to get that same evasion.
Yeah, right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Thunder Predator are just absolutely crushing Beast Coast.
Yeah, this
It
game's
means
over.
you can do this. You can also like dive.
Yeah, towers do
tier
literally
4s.
nothing.
They do nothing to you.
Because you have 85% evasion, it takes 7 autos to hit you once.
Yeah, PA can just go as deep as she wants, other than the Fountain, of course. She can last a little bit longer than more heroes, but they're going to find Sven, and that's just going to be an easy GG.
What's the evasion
It's
from
very
Radiance?
one-sided.
Evasion for 1?
Or the blind from Radiance.
17.
So if you had a Radiance on PA and the evasion talent, you would have 100% evasion at all times.
So Radiance is additive?
It is a blind, and so it is additive with evasion.
I see.
Blinds are additive. Oh wait, no, sorry. Blinds are actually.
They're only
multiple
additive
They're-
with
other
other
blinds.
blinds.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. So it's like Coddle plus Radiance.
Yeah.
All right, well, Thunder Predator surprising the panel.
Yeah, I underestimated. It was all the momentum game, right? Because TA plus Sven, they come online really quickly. Then you have these greedy cores like Pangolier and PA that if they get off to a good start can just run over the game. And I'd say those early rotations and crisp play by Thunder Predator, it was clean. Like I think they just played better for the first 10 minutes of the game and just owned them.
Agreed. Leo style. That was just a game he popped off. We talked about him. Like there's a few things in that game that are indicative of like Leo style playing, it being in like God mode. Just
Yeah.
like I feel like every single remnant and every single whatever the double dissimilate, every single dissimilate was like spot on, and like he was feeling himself. It was like he knew.
You could tell he was in the zone.
He was in their heads. Yeah, he was in their heads. And because you'll miss the occasional Ether Remnant on Void Sphere or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That happens if you're just not feeling it too much. But he was like, nope, he was in complete control of the game, and it feels so good playing that hero when you have that much control.
How would you know?
I'm a Void Spirit player, man.
He's never had that much control, but he's played the hero.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so that is game 1. Game 2 is going to be coming up shortly. We'll take a quick break and be right back.